Alright, coming in at number 5 this week is the blue team pushing the top lane here on Tomb of the Spider Queen against the red team. Now they have the golem going, and this is an open lane, and they're trying to end the game, but look at this. You got blinks in from the bottom, gets a 3-man devouring maw. Now Gazbo follows up with a gravel bomb. Nova throws out the precision strike on all 5 blue team heroes and instantly wipes them from the map, destroying this push and ending it in their tracks, saving their team from destruction. And coming in at number 4 this week, we see Chen trying to contest this boss capture as he goes into barrel roll and sweeps the red team around off the beacon, left, right, top, and bottom until he gets them all off and captures the boss with an amazing barrel roll play. At number 3 this week, the red team is doing some heavy damage on the blue team core. They're 3 levels up and the blue team have 4 heroes that are dead, and it's just Illidan left to try and defend. He goes with Metamorphosis and try to stall the DPS from the red team, but there's too much damage going out and he has to back off. But luckily, Diablo and Falstad have risen, but is it enough? Falstad flies behind the 2 DPS of the red team, perfectly gusts both of them into Illidan and Diablo, but a Devouring Maw stops that, but they're able to pick down the 2 DPS on the red team, but there's 3 heroes still left, and they're banging on the core. The core is dropping extremely low. It's about 10% so far, and ETC is bringing it down to 3%, to 2%, to 1%, and ETC goes down, and the blue core is at 1%. What a clutch save. Now all 5 heroes on the blue team are up, and they're going to try to do what the red team couldn't, and rush their opponent's core. Now they're doing heavy damage, and the red team looks like they're going to go down as the core goes down, and the blue team did what the red team couldn't, being 3 levels behind and turning it around with a 1% core defense into victory. At number 2 this week, we see the red team capturing the bottom temple here on Sky Temple as the blue team come in to try to contest, but keep your eye on Thrall. Look at his positioning, hiding in this bush, and right as the blue team goes in, he throws out a Sundering and pushes them into Diablo Fire, as well as denying their escape. Now the blue team is completely scattered as the red team is able to pick them off slowly one by one, inflicting heavy damage on the scattered and confused blue team, set up by a perfect Sundering by Thrall, blocking in the blue team, trapping them, and pushing them right into the Diablo Fire. And coming in at number 1 this week, the blue team is picking off the red team here at the tribute capture here on Cursed Hollow. Now, Jaina goes down, and Sylvanas is the only one left, and she's trying to make her escape away from Illidan and Falstad, 2 of the best chasers in the game. Now, Sylvanas, she turns a corner. Falstad barrel rolls through the trees, and she's looking to make her escape. Where's she gonna go? She uses her Haunter Wave north, and she manages to get out there. But look at this, Falstad throwing down the gust, and it barely nips her on the behind, and it delivers her straight to Raynor right as she was about to turn into her gate. Now, this was a display of pure skill. Let's look at that in slow motion. Now, Sylvanas played this perfectly. She used her Haunting Wave perfectly, and she was just about to make the escape. But look at this. Falstad could have used the gust right there, but it would have pushed her into the gate. Instead, he risks the little time that he had to reposition himself and manages to get the gust at the perfect angle, delivering Sylvanas to Raynor. Now, had that been a second later, Sylvanas would have passed through those gates, and had the angle been just a little bit off, the gust would have pushed Sylvanas to safety instead of delivering her to Raynor. These kinds of plays are a display of true skill because Sylvanas played that escape perfectly. She made no mistakes. But Falstad was still able to outplay her with some great timing and precise angling on that gust. And even though it wasn't a flashy mega kill, it was a true display of skill and expertise from that Falstad. Alright, and with that, thanks for watching this week's HOT's Hottest Top Plays of the Week. If you have a play that you would like to be featured in a future HOT's Hottest Plays, go ahead and send the replay to hotshottestplays@gmail.com with a description of what your play is and the time code at which it appears. We hope to see some awesome plays from you, and tune in next week for more HOT's Hottest Top Plays of the Week.